We're awake, we're alive, got the fire in our eyes. We're the kings, we're the queens, and if this is just a dream, don't wanna wake up. Let this feeling break up. Free, running wild, never running out of style. Got the fight, got the stuff, got the never giving up. Not gonna shake us, nothing's gonna break us. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break 'em when we want to. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. Forever. Young forever. We'll stay young forever. You know the part of the song, everybody sings along. Well, that's us, listen up, shout it out, and talking all night. The end is nowhere in sight. From the streets to the tracks, here's to never looking back, 'cause the past doesn't last. Long as we're together, just keeps getting better. Just keeps getting better. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break 'em when we want to. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. Forever. Young forever. We'll stay young forever. Unwinding every moment, like the clock is broken. Never stopping, never slowing.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Eagles going up against the Redskins. With that, let's send you up to Landover, where we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and James Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. They come out here in the eye. The first carry for the rookie from Georgia. It's Keith Marshall. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. Offensive starters time, Charles, for the Washington Redskins.
Let's look at Josh Dotson, the wide receiver out of TCU. Grew up in Fort Worth. His mom works at the university as a vice president. He actually went to Wyoming first, transferred back to TCU, and boy, is he a high flyer. Throw it up in the air, he'll go up and get it.
Now Cousins. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 20, 10, 5, and the Eagles are in for 6. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. They go play action here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when your running back can catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Second and very short here, less than a yard. Play fake. Cousins able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Josh Doxson's got it complete. Well, they have the yards anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first and 10, Cousins. He's got time. Out to the left, it's complete to Doxson. 18 yards the gain for number 18. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Michael Kendricks is an inside linebacker who can roam sideline to sideline and make plays.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. To the air again, it's Cousins. Deep drop. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Connor Barwin in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? $12 yards to go on third down. On third down, Cousins. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Cousins on the keeper. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on fourth down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Let's go!
They'll run with Marshall. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Keith Marshall, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Now Wentz on the bootleg. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Sua Cravens, the rookie. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Keith Marshall with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Shift together here from the D-line. And the first carry for the former Clemson Tigers, C.J. Spiller. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, they run it with Spiller. And he stopped immediately there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. Throwing is Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. With it is Jackson. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Hey, bro, you just got to stay the course, man.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Keep your head up, bro. Stay the course. You got a young team, man. Just got to develop your players, bro.
Right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the
Just
ground.
develop them.
Watch left, tight end to the left, tight end left. Back 99, Philly, here we go. Here we go now.
Now Marshall. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect in setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so you can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big. Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it
He
around.
was firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Hurry up, here we go.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it brings up 4th down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Play clock winding down. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check. Watch it now, Barney.
On third and long, it's Wentz. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Donnie Jones now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jackson. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second down, Cousins. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Wentz now to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now Wentz on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Sua Cravens, the rookie. And his crew will take over. With a football at the 35-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come up in an offset eye. And here's Marshall. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Cousins now on 2nd down, finding time. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Davis with it left side. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Redskins set up now 1st and goal. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Keith Marshall on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here comes the D swarming to the line. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Going deep here for Matthews. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here's Clemens. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now Spiller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now Clemens. This complete left side to Aguilar. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Spiller. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. They'll look to throw here on first down. Left side caught by Matthews. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looking to throw. And he will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Get excited. Let's go. Gone. No.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Cousins now. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
Here's Cousins. Completes it right side to Dodson. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A first-time Pro Bowler from 2015, Fletcher Cox, in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
To throw, Cousins. Under pressure, they got him again. Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
Now Cousins. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Second down, Cousins. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now Clemens. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. This is Spiller. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Going for the deep ball. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Oftentimes, guys who do a really nice job on the wide receiver screen plays are really good punt returners. It's the same skill. Make the first guy miss, and then pick up your blocking and get downfield. Nice gain on that play.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's Clemens. And Salek here, left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. This complete left side to Aguilar. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, an even 90 yards. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They run with Spiller. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have you guys up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down. Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
On the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. This is Marshall. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now let's go. Now look at 56. Lucky 56. Lucky 99 Philly.
They come up in an offset eye. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a...
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Agholor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And quickly, they get to the line. Cousins to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Devon House. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Back to it after the pick-6. Cousins, he's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hurry up, here we go.
In motion left, that's Crowder.
3-19.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Jackson with a grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's Clemens. He finds Aguilar over the middle. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Clemens. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back now at FedEx Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Eagles are going to have a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. They'll set up to throw. That is caught inside the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with a fullback, Gronkowski. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my play list, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And he's got his man. That's the veteran Selleck with the Eagle touchdown. Brent Selleck, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. And it's up and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. And they're going to speed things up here.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To throw, Cousins. Marshall, the intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So a first down and 5 for the offense. Now Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Cousins now on second down. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And big play last time they were out there. It looked like they might give up points. Instead, they got the fumble recovery, and it led to a touchdown.
And on their side of the field, perfect time to get that done. But you're skeptical about it happening because it appeared that a pretty good drive was occurring. They were able to stop it and take the ball and put it in the other direction.
Turnover, the defense's best friend. A takeaway, the defense's best friend. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They got to get to the 23 here on third. And the offense moving quickly to the line. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 3rd down, Cousins. It's brought in by Dodson. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
From the red zone now, Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Off the play fake, Cousins. That is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. On the return, the old reliable Devin Hester, the veteran. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's Clemens. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Clemens. It's caught by Aguilar. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles have moved out in front. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Connor Barwin in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. And he motions the wide receiver. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Second down, Cousins. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Cousins trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And out come the Eagles. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dumps it off for Spiller. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try it with a fullback Gronkowski. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. 3rd down now following the run. They come out here in the eye. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And it's caught by Saleh. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.